In this video, I'm going to show you how to replace the front brakes on this Volkswagen Tiguan. You're going to find these behind the front wheels. Let's get into it. In the back, behind this cover, just twist to the left, pop that out. You can see where this is held down. We're just going to pop this holder off, pull the jack out. There's a utility bag right here. Open up the utility bag. And you want to find this pick. We're going to use that. Now take the hook tool that you got out of the back. And we're going to take these caps off. Pull those off. Using a 17mm socket, we're going to take these lug bolts off. Before I take the last one off, I'm just going to hold the wheel, prevent it from falling. And then grab the wheel, slide it off. And we're going to take this clip off. I'm just going to use some needle nose pliers. Just get underneath here. Pry that out. Pull that off. I'm going to take the cap off the bleeder screw. Now I'm just going to crack the bleeder screw free. Use a 11mm wrench. And then just snug it up, just slightly. This is going to make it easier when we go to compress the caliper and have the fluid come out there. Otherwise it's a little bit tricky to crack it free. Take these caps off. One there, and right there. Take those off. Using a 7mm hex socket, I'm going to take the caliper bolts out. Those out. Before we pull the caliper out on the driver's side, there is a connector right here. Just want to push down on this tab and disconnect the connector. Might need a pocket screwdriver. Just try to disconnect that. There we go. Trying to just go in there and then just pry that back to disconnect it. We can pull the caliper off. Disconnect the brake pad. It's just clipped in to the piston. We're going to use a brake caliper hanger, and we'll hang this from the coil spring out of the way. Take the brake pad off. Using a 21mm socket, we're going to take these two bolts out. And take the bracket, slide it right off the rotor. Now we're going to take this screw out, use a T30 socket. And you can grab the rotor, pull it off. If it's stuck on, we're going to tap it with a hammer. Just going to take one of the lug bolts just so it doesn't fall. Just give it some more taps. There we go. And pull that off. I'm going to use a wire brush and just clean up the hub surface. I will just take some anti-seize and just give this a squirt. Just a thin coat. That's good. Now we're going to clean up the rotor on the back side. Just take some brake parts cleaner. Wash it down. Wipe it with a rag. And spin it around. Do the same on the front. And wipe it with a rag. Now line the rotor up. You want this hole lined up with the threaded hole. And take the screw. And we'll get that started. And we'll just snug this down. Not too tight. Now take the caliper bracket. We're just going to clean this up. Use a wire brush. And just clean that up. Clean the same on the other side. It looks pretty good. Now we'll just take a little brake parts cleaner, clean up these pins. If there's a good amount of corrosion on them, you might want to use a wire brush. Just clean that up. That's good. Do the same for this one. And take a little brake silicone or some brake caliper grease. Put a thin coat. It's a little too much. Thinner coat than that. It's good. Put that on the pins. A little silicone lubricant. Take the bracket, get that lined up. Take the bolts, get those started. Snug those down. We're going to torque these bolts to 148 foot-pounds. Take the caliper off the hanger. We're going to take the 11mm wrench on the bleeder. Then I'm going to use a hose just so it doesn't make as much of a mess. Go over the bleeder. Break open the bleeder screw. With one of the old brake pads, just put that there just to be able to compress the piston easier. While we compress this, you're going to see brake fluid go through the hose. Just go nice and slow. Till the piston's all the way down. Right, that's all the way down. All right, close up the bleeder. And we can remove the hose. Set that aside. Pull the wrench off. take the tool off. You can double check the boot around the piston, just make sure it's not popping out. If it is, you might have to pull it back a little bit, release some of the air. Make sure it's not cracked anywhere. Looks good. Take the brake pad with the clip on it. That's going to go in the piston. And we're on the driver's side or the left front, so we're going to put the one with the warning indicator sensor. We'll just push that in place. Make sure that goes in. It's all the way down. That's good. Take the other brake pad that's going to go on the outer side. Get this lined up. And before this goes on completely, I'm going to connect the connector. Connect the connector. Lock that in place. And slide the caliper in place. Take the 2 pins that you cleaned and lubricated earlier. Push those in place. And torque these to 22 foot-pounds. Take the caps, put the caps in place. And we want to snug down the bleeder screw. Now that the pistons or the caliper is attached, put the cap on. Using a little brake parts cleaner, you can clean up this area where the brake fluid is. And we'll put this spring clip in. Get that started. And you can use some needle nose pliers or even a pry bar. Just be careful. And just tap that in place. Just going to use a little hammer and just tap that in position. It's all lined up. That's good. Now install the wheel. Get that lined up. That's good. Get the lug bolt started. Snug those down. Now we're going to torque the lug bolts to 89 foot-pounds in a cross pattern to tighten the wheel down evenly. And just go around again, double check. Now we can put the caps on. And just push those on. Take the pick tool, put that back in the utility bag, wrap this up. And just tie it up. Place that back inside here. I'll take the jack, get that lined up. this little tie down. Just pull that through. Take the door, slide the two little tabs in the base, and then twist it closed. Now under the hood, you want to double check the fluid level. The reservoir is down here. You can see where the max line is. You want to top it off if you need to. Adjust accordingly. Now we're going to pump the brake pedal nice and slow. This is a little bit of an air gap between the piston and the brake pads. Good 3 to 5 pumps should be good. That feels good.
When only the best will do, demand TRQ. The only company that lets you view before you do. TRQ is committed to offering the highest quality aftermarket auto parts that are engineered for peace of mind. Thanks for using and viewing with TRQ.